County Commission Chairman, Mark Culver, your Chamber President, Matt Parker, our guest speaker, Alabama Department of Commerce Secretary Greg Canfield, Carla Woodall, wife of incoming Chairman Bob Woodall, and Bob Woodall, our incoming chair from Woodall Air Care Systems. And to my immediate right is my lovely bride, Angie, Reverend Daniel Morris, District Superintendent of the Dothan District Alabama West Florida Conference, United Methodist Church, and Dothan Mayor Mike Smith. If you thank you. It's now my great pleasure to introduce the elected officials and special guests who are with us today. If you would, our federal and state elected officials, if you would please stand so that we could recognize you. Federal and state elected officials, Paul Lee, I know Senator Harry Ann Smith in the back. Anybody else? There. Thank you. We have other officials, of course, we want to recognize the elected officials from the city of Dothan and Houston County. If you would please stand as well. This, of course, would not be possible without all the following sponsors that we have here. We have a platinum sponsor, Cap South Partners, that are right here in front of me. We have gold sponsors, Georgia Pacific, who I think just celebrated 50 years. Congratulations to that achievement. Southeast Alabama Medical Center. We have a silver sponsors, the Army Aviation Center Federal Credit Union, Five Star Credit Union, Flowers Insurance Agency, KFH Industries, NIPRO, and Register Realty Company. First, we want to acknowledge all of you, of course, our chamber members, and Dothan by Design investors, because if without your ongoing support, that we are able to meet the challenges and shape the future of our community. Working together, we have created a lasting partnership for progress in community and economic development. Second, I would like to recognize a group of volunteer leaders who have given countless hours to guiding and challenging our organization. Their names, of course, are listed individually in your printed program. But I would like to invite our Board of Directors, if they would, stand and be recognized. Board of Directors of Chamber. Thank you. I would also like to recognize our outgoing Dothan by Design Chairman, Jeff Coleman, who was not able to be here for business meetings out of town, but we want to thank him as well for his service this year. Recognition of the media. Where is our media group? If they would, please stand. There we are. Thank you so much for being here. Two additional groups that are extremely special to the Chamber are the ambassadors and diplomats. These individuals are the eyes and the ears for the Chamber, and they're recognized for their hard work and dedication in helping the Chamber achieve its goals. I would like to invite our ambassadors and diplomats to please stand. Ambassadors, diplomats. I have to say on a personal note, this is a very fun and wonderful group. They get out in our community, they attend all the ribbon cuttings and groundbreakings, and when they show up, especially when it's a small business, but even with the larger businesses, it makes everyone feel so much more welcomed to have a large group like them be there. And they are very loyal and diligent in their job. And I want to say personally thank you for what all of y'all have done this year. We have special recognition goes to the 2013 Ambassador and Diplomat Team of the Year. And their name is Chamber Dolls and a Guy. And what a guy. As I call your name, please come forward and stand in front of center stage for a picture. Team members are co-team captains Joanne Kirkland, Rona Miller, Holloway Credit Solutions, Mary Helen Daniels, Manpower, Anita Dawkins, Prudential Showcase Properties, Sherry Hall, BBVA Compass Bank, Christy Hall, Regions Bank, Aubrey Haskins, Whitaker Marketing, Kendall Carr, Coldwell Banker Commercial, Alfred Sligo Realty, Beth Kenward, Humana, Patrick Leister, Alabama, American Classifieds, Dothan Magazine, and Powell Media. That's the guy, by the way. What a guy. Gayla White, Troy University. If you would, please, let's give them a hand. There's a lot of personality in that group right there, I can tell you. We would like to, at this time, recognize our Small Business Person of the Year. We would like to honor a very important segment of our community, the backbone of our economy, our small business owners. At this time, we will introduce or announce our 2013 Small Business Person of the Year. This year's finalists were announced during the Chamber's annual Small Business Week celebrations held this past May. And I would like to ask them to please stand when their names are called. They are Joe and Pat Evans, Evans Automotive Service, David Johnson, Photorama, and Jim Martin, Martin Environmental Services Incorporated. Congratulations to all the finalists. Now for the big announcement of our 2013 Small Business Person of the Year. This gentleman made Dothan his home in 1979. The next 18 years were spent pursuing a career in sales, eventually being employed by a national waste company. It's with this national waste company where he realized his desire to be in private business and also what led to innovative recycling systems, which he founded in 1999. 5 years later, the business was expanded to offer the Wiregrass area the best in commercial front load and roll-off services, officially changing its name to Martin Environmental Services Incorporated. Our 2013 Small Business Person of the Year is Jim Martin. I would like to ask Jim to please join me on stage to accept his award. We're grateful, and on behalf of the membership here and the board of directors of the Chamber, it's one of my last duties. I want to express that gratitude to you and the governor. Y'all are doing a tremendous job for the state of Alabama. But I can also say that in my personal experiences over the last 2 years that along with the mayor and our city commission, Chairman Culver of the county commission, our entities that are represented here in Dothan, Alabama, we have the ear of the state, and they are helping us as well as they ever have before, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you very much. All right. This gets down to my personal comments, and you're almost home. I'd like to, if you would, give me just a minute or two to extend some thank you to some people that, of course, been a big part of this year for me. And I don't get the opportunity to stand in front of a large crowd like this and do this in public, so I wanted to take that opportunity. I want to thank, of course, the Chamber Board of Directors for allowing me to serve. Yes, allowing me to serve, because it has been a pleasure. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I would like to say thank you to Matt Parker, our Chamber President. He is a tireless economic developer. He is a good man, and I've grown to know him even better as a friend. I thank you for what you do. I would like, and remember I haven't passed the gavel if y'all are still back there. I can't see you well, but the staff, I'm going to call the name of the staff out. You have to stand up if you are here. Janice Shepard, Linda Kelly, Malia McKean, Julie Mollahan, LaRonda Robinson, Steve Krakowski, and Susan Tatum. They do a tremendous job for us. I also don't have the opportunity to express how I feel about some other people that are here today. One, my mother, who is here, And those of you that may not know me during my teenage years, I wasn't as calm as I am today. It's only through her love and steadfastness, which is a good word for what she has, that I get through those years. My company, Alfred Sliba Construction, and Coldwell Banker, Alfred Sliba Realty, both residential and commercial, they've allowed me to have the time to be able to do this, to serve. And my brother Fred, he doesn't like attention, but I'm at the mic and he's not. And I love my brother, and he does a great job. Excuse me. My wife, and boyfriends and husbands, if you're ever in front of 500 people, always take the opportunity to say how you feel about your wife. I am a better man because of her, and I know it, and I thank God for it. All right, just a couple of minutes. I wanted to share these thoughts with you. I could have chosen to highlight the economic and community accomplishments that have been taking place over the last year, but have decided to share briefly with you why I believe Dothan and the Wiregrass area has been successful, especially, and I'm venting, in the light of the disappointing manner in which Washington seems to be resolving issues that are affecting us all. It appears that we know something that they don't. What is our secret? I was attending a meeting out of town and was discussing Dothan's economic success over the last 4 years. And when I had finished talking to the gentleman, he asked me this question: well, what do you attribute to Dothan's growth? What is Dothan's secret? Of course, I replied, I can't tell you. But I can tell you. In the Dothan Magazine issue, interviewing Mayor Mike Schmitz, the question was posed to him, what would be your advice for someone going into the position of leadership for the first time? And his answer was dead on. People deserve leadership with a servant's heart. I'm going to say that again because it's important. People deserve leadership with a servant's heart. The servant leadership model in all settings works, and Dothan's past economic success is proof. Our city and county governments, along with our private sector working together, has exemplified this model of leadership. Under this model, not only have our businesses thrived, but our public education and our community care organizations have as well. What is our secret? I believe that Dothan, just like other communities, is faced daily with resolving many issues, and like other communities, typically is faced with several different and diverse opinions. But when a country, a state, or a community ascribes to the good old boy and divide and conquer tactics, then divisiveness spreads and a community stagnates. Unity, even in the face of diversity, can be achieved when a community and its leadership have a servant's heart. It is then that we also choose a different way to communicate. And in Dothan, I know that we have made that choice, and I come to value the importance of genuine dialogue. It is through such conversation that we then can ask one another, what are the best solutions for all of our citizens, for everyone? Mutual consensus is achieved when in our disagreements we gather at the table seeking the common good. At this time, I'd like to call Bob up to the podium, please. Yes, you can. Stand right here. I want to say this about Bob. Bob and I have been friends for a long time. His mother and father and my mother and father traveled together. We are second generation businessmen, and I have a lot of great respect for Bob. He is kind. He is compassionate. He includes everyone in everything that he does, and I feel very, very confident that he's going to have a great year. And thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Excuse me, let me lift that up just a little bit there. My first official duty, Mark, if you will come stand here, please. For outstanding service as the chairman of the board of the Dothan Area Chamber of Commerce 2012 and 13, Mr. Mark Saliba. Thank you. his lovely wife, Angie. This is just a small token of appreciation for the countless hours that you had to do all the work back home where he could be in the limelight. Thank you so much.
I'll get him busy.
Thank you.
Real soon.
Man, I need my shades on. I'm not used to all this light up here. Wow, wow, wow. That's my first statement. What an exciting time to live in Dothan, Alabama, to live in the Dothan area, the Wiregrass area. And if you can't tell it, I'm truly excited about this upcoming year. And Mark, as your year comes to a close, let me try to put some fears to rest that you and Matt might have about me. While I may be loud, I may not wear socks when I'm supposed to. My hair sometimes needs a little trimming. And I know Mark, Matt, and Mark, y'all are a little bit jealous of that. There's one thing I can promise. I promise that this upcoming year will be a year full of excitement, commitment, growth, prosperity, and number one, celebration. If you haven't figured it out, there's a true passion for success in our community. A passion, excuse me there, I get my P's a little. A passion celebrated by our area businesses, our schools, our charity organizations, our churches, our government leaders, our servicemen and women, our faith-based groups, and the families from within. And over the years, I want us to celebrate that passion for success by recognizing those businesses who have stood the test of time, by thanking corporations that have planted solid roots in our area, by congratulating schools that are keeping with the changing times and producing students that can excel in their endeavors, by honoring our military community who sacrifices daily for our country and its people, and by thinking outside the box at what the future may hold for Dothan and the Wiregrass area. You know, we have so much to be thankful for, and as we look at our history and all that has been accomplished, I think sometimes we're so busy looking for the next big thing that we don't take time to sit back and say, wow, look what we've done together. So over the next year, I want us to celebrate that, and from time to time, toot our own horn. It's okay. When we do that, it just might draw attention to what we have and make others want to join us. I want to celebrate our future and what all we have to look forward to. I want to celebrate the close working relationships between Mayor Mike Schmitz and the commissioners, between Chairman Culver and our county commissioners, our state senators, our state House of Representatives. It's unique to have our government leaders bring us so much to our community through their united efforts. So over the next year, yes, I may be a little loud, and I may encourage you to get a little loud with me, but it is only because I am so proud and excited that all that has been accomplished and all that is yet to come. So over the next year, I invite you to celebrate with us and with me, because I promise you, it's going to be a year that will knock your socks off. Now let's go have some fun. Meeting adjourned.